Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, how are you? I hope you are in a good condition right now while watching this video. So let me introduce myself first. My name is Septia Tri Nur Islami, NIM K2219078, and I'm from Universitas Sebelas Maret. On this occasion, I'm going to discuss with you a really interesting topic that I think it can make you guys really enjoy to discuss this topic. So the topic that I will discuss to you right now is about the influence of Korean wave. So I think that everyone right now is really familiar with Korean wave, right? So the fact that Korean wave has become a global phenomenon that can influence a lot of people in the world, including Indonesia itself. So in this occasion, I will break down this presentation into two sections. So the first section is we will discuss about the Korean wave in general, including the explanation about Korean wave, and then the history of Korean wave, and etc. And then the second section will be, and then after that, in the second section, I will ask you to watch a video that related to this topic, and we will discuss it more about the video on the second sections. So without further ado, let's start from the first sections, which is the Korean wave in general. So the reasons why did I choose this topic is because I am one of the people who really like Korean wave. I mean the Korean cultures such as K-pop, K-dramas, K-movies, and even Korean beauty products. So I think that this topic is really interesting to discuss more, and because in this current era, the Korean wave is influencing the world in many aspects. So through this topic, I want to find out more about why the Korean wave can give a big impact and change the lifestyle and the cultures of Indonesian people or even the people in around the world. So what is actually the Korean wave? So the Korean wave actually, or also known as Hallyu, is the growing global popularity of South Korea's cultures, exports, including the musics, the television dramas, movies, esports, foods, and even the beauty products. So let's move to the history of Korean wave. So I will give the brief history of Korean wave. So Hallyu first spread to China and Japan, later to Southeast Asia and several countries worldwide, where it continues to have a strong impact. So in 2000, a 50-year ban on the exchange of popular culture between Korea and Japan was partly lifted, so which improved the search of Korean popular cultures among the Japanese. So South Korea's broadcast authorities have been sending delegates to promote their TV programs and cultural contents in several countries. So with the development of social media, video sharing sites, digital technologies, and of course the smartphones, the Hallyu wave spread globally around in 2010. So as evidenced by how Koreans music exports pushed 168% growth, so the K-pop and K-dramas gradually become popular with the Western audience and started getting a global fan base. So this was especially evident after Psy viral hits Gangnam Styles, which broke K-pop to mainstream attentions. So today, the Korean wave is a multi-billion-dollar industry. So in 2020, BTS single Dynamite was estimates to contribute $1.4 billion to Korea's economy and created 800 new jobs. So what is actually the spillover effect of Hallyu? So there are four big sectors that can impact or can be the biggest reasons why the Hallyu can be a phenomenon in around the world. So the first one is the K-pop, including the idols and the actors. For example, I'm totally believe that you guys are familiar with the group BTS, and then Blackpink, and then Super Junior, or the actor Lee Min Ho, or etc. And then for the K-drama or K-movie, for example, the movie Parasite, who won the Grammy Awards last years, and then the Vincenzo dramas, and then the Sweetie, and etc. And then for the K-beauty, the famous brands of K-beauty is Innisfree, Laneige, Etude, and then etc. And then for the last is the technology. I believe that you are familiar with Samsung, LG, and then Hyundai, and etc. So this is for the first sections, which is uh, the Korean wave in general. So let's move to the second section. So before we discuss about the second section, I have chosen a video from the YouTube that is related to the topic about Korean wave, and then the video is taken from CNBC International channel. So but because the duration of the video is quite long, so I will ask you to watch the video first by clicking the link that I have already right on the chat box below. So and then this will lead you to the video that will explain it more about Korean wave, and then after that you can go back again to this video and continue to watch the explanation, the second section explanation that I will give to you as the response about the video. So without further ado, let's move to the second section. So the first is, who is the speaker of this video? So the speaker of this video is Timothy Afua Dunchan. So she is a reporter, video editor, presenter, moderator, and multimedia journalist who reports, edits, and presents news for the digital series CNBC Explains and CNBC Reports. So because this video does not show the real people as the audience, and also because this video is actually a news programs, so I think that in this video there are no real audiences who see or watch this video directly, because in fact that this video is a news program broadcast that is uploaded or shows in the television and the YouTube created by CNBC International channel. So the audience of this video is more for the news viewers who not directly included in this video. So and then the reasons why that I keep listening to all the information given by the speaker from the video is because I'm totally really interested to this topic. I am a fan of K-popers, so I think that this topic is really interested to dive deep into the video. So I think when we talk about Korea, especially those for those who are really into the Korean phenomena, we will find this topic is really interesting to listen to. So we can see that the Korean wave has had a huge impact on the people all over the world. So the speaker actually talks about the influence of the Korean wave around the world. So the video informed about how Korean cultures, how Korean industry can really affect in so many sectors in the world, such as in the music, in the movies, in the dramas, in the K-beauties products, such as skincares and cosmetics, and then their foods also, and then of course the technologies, their destinations, and then their esports and others. So the speakers explain the topic in formal language, but it doesn't mean that she seems stiff. So despite the fact that this video is a news broadcast, but the speaker does not seem too rigid to explaining the information that she discussed from this video, so that the audience will not feel really bored while watching this video. So mostly I have the same insight with the speaker on this video, on the point that she explained that K-pop has become a big impact in this era, which covers in so many sectors in worldwide. I think I really agree with that point. And then the Korean industry has really become a world trend, which of course also provides many benefits for the Korean governments or countries itself. But the point that I want to emphasize and question from the statement from the speaker is that the government supports as one of the reason why K-pop wave can be successful in Korea, because I think why the government can give by why the government support can give a big impact to Korean wave in around the world. I think that should be emphasized in this video. So in terms of audience, I think that this video is really related to the Indonesian audience, because it can be seen from the many people in Indonesia who really love about Korean culture. So I think that Indonesian audience will be really interested, and they can dive deep into the topic being discussed in this video. So after I listening to the speaker, I feel like there's a question that pops into my mind about the Korean wave phenomenon. So the question is, why is it true Korea that can make a world change by their industry, and why Korea can be superior in so many sectors in K-pop and in K-drama, technologies, and etc. in all the aspect in the world. I mean, like why it should be Korea, not Indonesia or not other countries, right? That's my question that appear after I watch the video. So from the explanation that is being delivered by the speaker on this video, so I think that the objection from the speaker's opinion is the statement that she explained about the government supports for this industry as the parts of strategy to gain the soft power. So and then the other objection is about Korean celebrity scandals that can affect the clean image for the Korean government. So I think those topics can be explained more by the speaker, and I think this is really can be really interesting to be discussed further. Despite from my experience, there's a lot of sources who says that Korean celebrities scandals are often associated with the transfer of issues for Korean governments. So for the last, I have already asked my friend to give her response about this video. So I asked my friends, her name is Susilawati, to watch this video and give her opinion about this topic. So according to her, she thinks that this video or the speaker is too biased. So CNBC is actually is only trying to ignore the ability of Korean entertainment. She said that, and then she think that they just focus on the sports of the Korean government, regardless of the fact that the Korean government was trying to restrict or interrupt the entertain activities. So I think that's all of my explanation about the Korean wave. I hope that you can get more information and new insight about this topic about Korean wave, and I truly apologize if there are any mistakes on my presentation. So thank you for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.